Audio 12.5.
Regrets. I've had a few. Or so said the great Frank Sinatra in his famous song My Way. And today, we want to hear all about your regrets. Those silly mistakes you've made in life. The things you said or did that you really wish you hadn't. Or those missed opportunities that left you thinking, oh, if only I could turn back time, I'd do things very differently. Well, now's your chance to call in and get it all off your chest. OK, well, on the line we have Greg from Glasgow. Greg, tell us your regret.
My biggest regret is ignoring my dad's advice to buy a flat while properties weren't too expensive. He even offered to give me some money for the deposit. This was about 6 years ago when a small flat was just about affordable. But I didn't because, well, I don't know. I just couldn't be bothered to save up, and I didn't think there was any hurry, I suppose. Now, even the tiniest flat costs an absolute fortune, and I can't even think about buying one. If only I'd listened to my dad. I could kick myself now.
I bet you could. Sorry to hear that, Greg. And I'm sure there are lots of people in your position. Next, we hear from Jade in Bristol. Jade, what happened to you?
Something I really regret is the time when a very good friend told me she was splitting up with her boyfriend. I'd never really liked him, and I said, well, I think that's a good decision. And to be honest, I never really understood what you saw in him anyway. She was quite offended by that. And then the inevitable happened. They got back together again. Now things are really awkward between us. So now, of course, I'm thinking, if only I hadn't opened my big mouth. I wish I could be a bit less honest sometimes.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you won't be making that mistake again, will you? And next, Bill from London.
I regret getting rid of all my LPs. But it was my wife that kind of insisted. She kept going on at me, you know, saying, I wish you'd sell those records. They take up so much space and you never play them. I thought, well, maybe she has a point. So I did. But I knew it was a mistake instantly. Recently, I've got into listening to records again at a friend's house. I love the sound of records, the covers. So much more enjoyable than digital music. So I've decided to start again with my record collection.
It's true. There is something unique about the sound of records. Good luck with rebuilding your collection, Bill. And we've got time for just one more story. Here's Michelle from Manchester.
One of my biggest regrets is not standing up to a colleague who used to bully me in my last job. She'd criticise my work, make me look stupid in front of other people, and generally do everything she could to knock my confidence. And I just let her do it because I was new to the job, and I didn't dare answer back or challenge her behaviour. I wouldn't tolerate it now. I just wish I'd had the courage to challenge her at the time.
Bullies, eh? Who needs them? Glad to hear you wouldn't tolerate them now. Well, it's great to hear your stories. Keep them coming in. But first, the news.